This next video is going to give you an overview of the Transfer Center website and all of the resources that we have available for you on the website. There's a ton there, so you'll want to spend some time digging in and finding out what things you could use and utilize to make your transfer process smooth. Okay, so here's our home page, and obviously we are remote and we are offering help to students. The services for online learners is here. I'm actually probably going to be changing that, so there might be something different there just to make it a little bit more clear on how we are working with students. So you can always send us a quick question. We have a button right on the home page. I'll show that to you. Obviously you now know me, so you could always just send me an email, but you can use that quick question button to ask a quick question that you think could be answered fairly quickly without having to have an appointment. And then we do phone appointments, and a lot of times that phone appointment will lead to a Zoom. So what we'll do is start off on the phone, talk with you, maybe go and create that educational plan, send you a Zoom link so that we can then look at it together. Okay, so we're doing ed plans through that. We're changing, talking with students who are changing their major or trying to figure out what schools to apply to. If you've attended another college, we'll go over your transcript and how things have transferred over. Then we have online transfer workshops. You most likely won't need this type of thing because you'll be having Counseling 80, but like the Ready, Set, Apply might be helpful for you. The tag, if you're going to tag, we'll get into that, but you can take a look at those. And then there's just some general SRJC resources there. Okay, so back on the home page here, we then have our quick link buttons here. So the quick question, how to use Assist, which you already found out, signing up for our newsletter, and if students need transcripts once they're moving on. This link here is really for our fall 2020 applicants who needed to get into contact with a rep fairly quickly at a CSU or a UC, so all that information was there. Over on the right-hand side, we have our transfer news and events. So we have our calendar. So this is something that you can use to see when representatives are coming. So like on the 16th, we have Sac State coming. So if you click on that, it'll give you information. It's obviously a phone appointment, but you could get your specific questions answered by the Sac State rep. You can talk with Sonoma State this month as well as UC Davis. We also have a link there for our event flyers. Obviously, we're not having a ton of events right now. And then we have announcements here. So anytime a university sends us information about something going on, we will post it there. I have to push pause because I need to see what my dog is doing. All right, I have a puppy, so he's back behind me causing trouble. Obviously, our location and hours, just things have changed because of the remote. But just give us a call if you want to set up an appointment, or obviously you can send me an email. On the left-hand side, you can see our staff here. So Monica needs to get her picture up, but Candy is our student success specialist. She goes out and does a lot of outreach, so you might see videos of her in your classes, of course myself, and then Robin is the counselor in the transfer center. And then we have like a full-time counselor, Jeff Navarro, who comes and works in the transfer center, and some adjuncts and things like that. So here we have it broken up into 3 parts: the transfer process, transfer universities, and resources. So you can go into these different links to take a look and see what the information is, about major prep if you want a better understanding of that. We have a lot of links under choosing a university. So students typically ask, what's the best college to go to for psychology? Well, that's a really personal decision, and you really need to research schools to find out what's going to be the best fit for you. But these are some sites that can help you in making that decision. Applying to a university, when it comes time to apply, just know that this information is here and can help you. Online degree options, maybe now this online degrees are, or being an online student isn't as bad as you thought it would be and you want to go for this full time. So you can use these resources like the CSU online bachelor's degree search and that type of thing. And then Transfer California and Transfer Out of State. This is where you'll see the different systems. So you can go into UC, Cal State, the bachelor's degrees at the community colleges, there's a few of those, and then the independent and California colleges and universities. So what I've tried to do here is to keep these consistent. So what you'll see on UC, I've tried to mimic on the CSU or the California Independent site as well. So you can go in here and see the general transfer information, the campuses, what's the cost, resources for veterans, and then you could also see transfer requirements, information for transfer students, tag, Berkeley, things like that, okay? And if we go back and look at CSU, you're gonna see that it's somewhat similar. So again, here's information for vets, students with disabilities, undocumented students. So just, you know, some information we've tried to mirror there. And then you can go into out of state as well. Then we have some resources down here. So we have information on the associate's degree for transfer, which we will spend some time talking about next week. We have the financial aid and scholarships for transfer, which we will talk about the second to the last week. We have nursing. So if you are a nursing major, this is a site that you would want to become familiar with. We have links to each of the campuses here to their nursing program. So we try to make that easy for you to do research from. So that might be helpful. We have information about pass, no pass versus taking a class for a letter grade. If you're interested in becoming a teacher, we have some resources there for you. The tag information, which we will go through the third week of the class. Okay, so lots of information on the Transfer Center website. So spend some time digging in here. You're going to have an assignment that forces you to dig in, but you should do it on your own as well so that you can see what we have and where all the information is so you can find it. All right, enjoy, have fun.